All right, and we're back. Let me check, make sure everything's working. The one day I don't check it is the one day it's not going to work. Well, can't tell if I'm streaming or not. It says upcoming. I'm having all kinds of technical problems today. I may have to start this one over. Okay, now it says live. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Yeah, I think I'm just having some weird internet connections today. All right, so I have got to go back and touch up a lot of this primer coat. This geometry is like crazy complicated, so a lot of angles were missed on basically all these pieces. These 4 pieces are good. But all this stuff over here, and then this fire piece is good too. So yeah, those pieces were good. These pieces all need a touch-up. But before I get to that, the primer coat revealed some support marks right here. And I wouldn't worry about it, except that the light hits it and they really stand out. So I'm going to see if I can get some finer grit sandpaper and go in there. I might need a small tool or something because it's pretty tight. But yeah, sometimes in the primer, after you prime your parts, the support marks, anything you missed, will really stick out. And now's the time to get it because you can just reprime over it. And the prime will level everything back out. But I do use a pretty high grit sandpaper for this part. When I have to do this, I'll probably use like an 800. If the 800 doesn't work, then a 600 should do it. But how's going to be the easiest way to get in there? Probably with a long roll. Oh yeah, Super Shark. I forgot to reply. I like the Lobo model. I'm just booked. I've got all the rest of my statues planned for this year. I got gifts, holiday gift giving time coming up and here, and I'm going to be making a couple statues for some young people in my life. So those statues are on deck next. And then I want to close out my year with a big Thanos quarter scale, which is going to be a big job. But I'll definitely keep that in mind. I liked your statue, or the design of that one. Sorry, I'm not on camera. Just kind of rolling this little piece of sandpaper around this stick so I can get some leverage. My fingers are too big, particularly for this one. And that one, actually, I may just use my X-Acto knife. Yeah, I mean, it just takes, it takes so long to make these statues. I mean, not saying that in a bad way, just saying that, timing, I'm looking at things differently. I'm looking at, like, how many projects can I get done per month. And in this particular instance, the clock is running out on me. I'm running out a year. But next year, I am going to be doing more villains. I want to put more villains in my collection. So, yeah. Just waiting for the universe to line up for us. Sorry, this is very, I'm trying to not mess up too much of the other paint around it, but these support marks right here are super tall, like super high, and I wouldn't worry about it. They're kind of in the lining of it, like on the inside, but man, like when you turn it just right, if you catch just the right angle of the light, you see a spot. And I'm not going to work this hard to end up with a spot, let alone 2 spots. These spots are super high too, so I don't know what the hell happened there, but I definitely missed something. So anyway, I'm trying to rub these little nubs down without disturbing too much of the other paint around it. I gotta do some on the other side too, but the jacket's a little more open on that side, so I think I can get my big fat fingers in there. A Viking Thanos? Okay. That could be cool. I'm not familiar with Mongol. My comic book literacy isn't what it should be. I'll have to look that up. Is it a Batman villain? Sounds like a Batman villain. Like Ra's al Ghul. Alright, I think... Yeah, I can't... There's no angle. Well, hold on, maybe I can do some trickery here. That's too wide, but it would work. Oh, a Green Lantern villain, okay. I'm a Green Lantern fan. And there's just no way for me to get in here with this 800 grit sandpaper. I know my sanding pen couldn't fit, and it would just do way too much damage if I tried to wedge that sanding pen. So I'm going to try to just trying to roll the end of this sandpaper a little bit so I can get into this little crease where these support marks are really bothering me. Well, it's not great. Okay, where's the stick? It's not great, but it does work. And a third hand. That's not grabbing. Just need a little bit of friction. Alright, I think I got it now. I just need a little bit of room to rub. Alright, I think I got it. This side should be a little bit easier. I can actually see it. Yeah, and then I just got to hit a couple little underside spots on these other pieces. And while that is drying, I will start testing my greens. Because I do not know what color combination I want to do with this yellow and green here. I've been looking at a lot of, reference material. Sometimes the paler greens look good. Sometimes the brighter greens with the, but I'm going to need to mix in like a metal green here, like something highly reflective because of the inlay on this design, the inlay in the costume. So I really need two greens. I need two greens and a yellow. That's the goal. Two greens and a yellow. Or I've also seen it not metal, not metallic, not shiny, but more like a dark. It's a dark green. So yeah, that's why I gotta choose two green combinations that are gonna look good up against each other. The piping all over I'm gonna do in black, or like a matte black for consistency's sake. You know, when I said this was gonna be easy, I think I was not thinking. Let me get this paper smaller. Paper doesn't have enough flex in it. Flexibility, it's too rigid. I have foam. I have foam sanding. But I couldn't get foam up in there either. There we go, that works. A little makeshift sanding stick. And I can't get any leverage either. Yeah, I used to assume that like once you primed a part, that was it. You're just stuck with whatever was in there. But then, now I know better. You can just sand over these spots, and yes, it looks terrible right now, but the primer like flats everything back out again, so like auto levels in there, which is really cool. Now, after you get your primer on and you start painting, like, that's when you can't really double back and get do this repair work. But you really do need the primer to reveal some supports. Yeah, DL, I'm back. I made a lot of progress on this yesterday. Like, I didn't mean to pull a 10-hour day yesterday, but apparently I did. So, yeah. I'm, at this point now, I'm gonna clean. I noticed some support marks show up on this on the front side of the statue. I wouldn't mess with this really anywhere else, but it's right here on the front. So I got to clean up these little supports, and then I got to prime a couple of these little spots. I did a quality control check this morning. Now that the first layer of primer is dried, some of these little nooks and crannies just need a little. You can see that one clearly on camera. These little nooks and crannies need a little bit more primer in there. So I'm going to reprime these. While I got the primer out, I'll prime up some spoons, and I'm going to start testing my greens. And then by the time I'm done with my green tests, these little spots of primer should be dry. And I can get started on the base. Probably do a dry brush on the plinth first. And then see where it goes from there. I got to white out all the fire. Probably white that out. Well, yeah, I'll probably white that out with a. Well, no, I don't want to do a brush. That'll look terrible. I'll white it out with the airbrush. Try not to hit the plinth too much. I have more control with this, my new airbrush now, anyway. So that used to freak me out, trying to do like little, detailed airbrushing. I used to struggle with it, but that was more about the quality of my airbrush. Didn't get the precision I needed out of that Iwata. Great beginner brush, but I feel like I'm painting at a decent enough level now that having a decent airbrush, professional airbrush, is a good investment. I don't want to gouge it. Can't get this paper down in there next to the right in the crease. Alright, what's going on here? Maybe able to get a little bit of leverage. And a little bit more of a surface hit. There we go. I got that one. And these little two spots in the front here that were the major offenders. Those were the ones when I was spinning it around that caught my eye. Now there's a couple little right there, but it's too close to the piping. I'm rubbing up against that too, and I don't want to do that. My fingers are too big. You can do it something like this. Nope, can't get pressure. Can't get leverage. No room for any purchase in there at all. Alright, maybe that'll work. This is the tiniest little spot. And I really only need to take 2 or 3 good swipes at it. That's the frustrating part. Boy, it's redunculous. Probably shouldn't have put any supports there at all, but I didn't want any like delamination happening up here. I figured it would be inside the jacket so you wouldn't see it, but you do. Or you can, I should say. Alright, you can't see that much. I think we can hang that up now. Nope. I just saw another spot. That side seems to be okay. This side has more. I can feel it. It's driving me nuts. Oh, that angle wasn't so tight right there. That work. But I don't want to rub the piping. Holy crap, I got it. It's not a clean spot like that is, but I'm not, at least I can get these supports knocked down so you can't. At least not as prominent as it once this was. Some of that dust out of there. All right, cool, good enough. Good enough. Where else did I see I needed to prime? Oh yeah, the underarms. I gotta prime the underarms and the underboobs. All right, that's got some priming on the clouds. That's got some priming on the pockets. This, I think, was underneath the little glove area. Yeah, right there. So a couple little shots. And then, oh, I'm running out of spoons. I only have 3 spoons. This is not good. I may have to pause and see if I can go find some more plastic spoons. Actually, I know exactly where I have some more spoons. In our to-go spoon drawer. I'll be right back. All right, I rounded up a few more spoons. I need to order new spoon. I need to order more spoons, and I need to order more Q-tips. I'm burning through consumables, so I gotta. These are big and weird. I suppose I could test on the. No, I need the curvature. The whole point of using spoons for me is like, in order to see shade, you need to have some curvature, you know. So this is like a perfect shape for that. Yeah, that Cyclops jacket is nuts. Oh, dude, you know how many times? Well, if you watch my video, you know how many times I broke off those little zippers on the jacket. Oh my god, that drove me crazy. I did have a little zipper mishap on the Gambit, but it wasn't worth taking the time to fix it. And then Rogue doesn't have any zippers, which is kind of funny. But yeah, man, on that Cyclops jacket, that drove me fucking crazy. They're so delicate. You just breathe on it wrong. I ended up. So what I did at the end, I once I got a count for how many zippers there were, I went into Lychee Slicer and cut off one of the zippers on the model and just printed out like 9 of them. And then as I was trying to replace them, I was also breaking them. So it's a good way to do it because you can just print out those little zippers. It only takes like an hour. And then yeah, just print out a whole bunch. And then I broke off all the original zippers and replaced them with my my reprint. Did I get them all? Sorry for all the plastic rattling noise. I've had these to go. Get a lot of food deliveries. What can I say? Had all these to-go spoons for a long time, but yeah, I need to put it in order. I need to restock. You know what? Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my Amazon cart right now because I'm gonna need. Oh, you can't do slices in Cura? Really? That sucks. Lychee has a new like planer slice thing where basically it's like you just orient the plane to the cut that you want to make, and then you deselect, the parts that you don't want to cut, and then just hit it, and it breaks off into a separate little model. So you can do some really detailed stuff with it. Like I on the Green Lantern, because I was doing a quarter scale and it scaled him up. I noticed that his ring didn't have a emblem in it. It was just meant for a smaller statue that you wouldn't actually see the ring. So I wanted to add that little detail, so I sliced off the bottom of the lantern and scaled it way down and added it to the ring. Lychee has some pretty powerful editing tools, which is really nice. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, let's go to my history. Oh, I got a new paint rack coming tomorrow. That's fun. What do I need? I need spoons. Actually, those I can just get from the grocery store. Yeah, those I'll just get from the grocery store. But I do need that big. I like the bamboo Q-tips. Cotton swabs is what they're officially called. And I went through 500 of them. Oh, they're only $6. Do I need anything else? Good on surface primer, I think, hopefully. Yep. Can use some airbrush thinner. Yeah, let's add some airbrush thinner. Sorry guys, I need to do this while I'm thinking about it, or I won't do it. I usually use water through my airbrush for the most part. But for metals and for things with a little metal flake in it, the airbrush thinner is much better. Is that a little bottle? I think that's a little tiny bottle. Where's the big bottle? Actually, you know what? I will get this airbrush thinner from my... Let me see, how much is it? This kind of stuff I usually try to buy from my hobby store. second. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I can just group these shipments together. I think it's same day delivery. I don't want to run somebody out on a Sunday. I hate that. Let me change that shipping on those two. It can all come on Monday. There we go. Okay, tomorrow. All right, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and order a set of Vallejo game inks as well, because I've got alcohol inks, but I want to see what these game inks are all about. And I have been checking my hobby shop for that, and those have not been in a while. All right, I was just told I have a hard stop at around 2, so I only have about 45 minutes or so. All right, let's do we'll prime, get all this stuff primed, get some spoons going, and then I can start color testing. I'll probably just get it all set up, and then I'll do my testing when I get back. I'm gonna take a brief, about an hour pause in between my show today. Duty calls. But I do need to figure out a way to temporarily attach some of this stuff to the models. Whenever I go to paint those fire bits, I need to be able to put them on and then paint them and then take them off, because I can't paint around them. If I put that fire on, I won't be able to get to that metal. All right, here we go. Jibber jabbering. Yep, part of being a dad is doing family, running family errands. All right, what am I spraying at here? Too much. Do. Yeah, like I said, I was having all kinds of technical issues today. My Spotify app is not working. Now, granted, my computer hub that I'm using for my studio is about a 12-year-old computer, so I get why I can't update it anymore. It's an old MacBook. So I can't run any system updates, so I can't get the newest stuff. I do have a gaming laptop though that I rarely use. I could convert that to my laptop my streaming machine. I have to update everything and reconnect all the accounts and all that jazz. But I may have to do that soon because these little technical things are getting more frequent. And I know there's nothing really I can do about it except upgrade. All right. I mean, it would be good to have an upgrade to my OBS, my studio software. What's up, Jeffro? Just touching up some of this primer here. Light is so bright, I forgot where I saw the gaps. There's one. There's some in this fire here. Okay. Some in there. I gotta go to my other. Actually, I wonder if this light will work to help me see. Yeah, it's a little better. All these little nooks and crannies creates little eddies in the airflow, and then the paint doesn't want to go in. All right. That is good enough. That's a very nice offer, Jeffro. I appreciate you willing to sacrifice. Oh wait, there's one more spot. Right down in a little nook. Alrighty. Maybe I should thin my primer a little bit. Sometimes it seems like it does not want to flow. Clogs up my needle. I don't know why I don't like the idea of thinning my primer though. Just don't. The underarm. Little gaps in the coat right there. Try to get a little bit of primer up in there. This is Vallejo primer. It's pretty much what I've always used. No, I've seen it at the hobby store, the Badger primer, but no, I haven't tried it. Oh, that's never coming out again. There we go. All right. Now gotta re-inspect these a little bit. think I'm being too ham-fisted with my new airbrush. I need to be a little more genteel. It seems to work better when I'm not just pulling back on the trigger like a madman. Georgia. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw, like I said, I've seen that Badger primer. Oh yeah, this one was pretty obvious here. Comes with little undercuts. I hate the inside walls. Yo. yeah, that sucks. All the that flooding Florida got. I drove around through Tampa one time at like peak vacation time. That sucked. Traffic in Tampa was terrible. Oh no, it was it wasn't Tampa. It was not Sweetwater. It was Clearwater. Thinking of the beer, Sweetwater. A couple of spots right next to our head. Get down there. I wonder where else I saw. I know I saw another spot somewhere on this portrait. Right there. There's a nice little shot. Portrait pretty good. Oh yeah, you're in Clearwater? Yeah, when the I guess it was just tourist time. Like I don't even remember when it was, what the date was, but man, traffic traffic around there was just not fun. I feel like we were at a standstill in the little town square area for hours. Probably wasn't hours, but felt like it was. Oh, there's that other spot. Alright, let's get off that. You blame New Yorkers? Alright, almost done. It's right here on the oh yeah, right there on the front, on the underside of the belt. Well, I see 3 tiny little support marks right there. So I'm gonna that off. See if I can dry the rest of this a little bit so I don't get dust in it. Sand those little support things down. 2 seconds. Okay, camera. I'm just I found 3 little support marks that caught my eye at the last second. And now is the time to get them. I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright, back to the box. These little sections. All this stick is coming out of there. claw here. All right. Whoa. I gotta change that. This is not a good stick. Oh, you gotta have some varnish. If you don't have varnish on there, then I don't know if you're gonna do washes on your skin tone. I feel like you would have to if you're doing a brush. Your washes will reactivate if you don't seal. You don't seal between them. You'll end up just smearing it together. Learn that one the hard way. I'm a little over dramatic. It's probably going to be okay, but having those varnish layers in between, man, if you make a mistake, especially with a brush, you need to be able to, get rid of it, wipe it off. All right, I gotta prep these spoons. Sorry about that. I mean, for me, it's a must-have. I would definitely recommend it, just because you'll hate yourself if you, once you, especially like you go to paint a hairline or something, and you accidentally hit the skin tone, and if you're not able to, if you rub it off and you take off some of your tone, you're gonna hate it. I would definitely recommend having a varnish. But if you want to, you live how you want to live, bro. Some people like walking on the edge. Oh, these spoons don't take the primer the same way at all. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, I may be wasting my time. That's so weird. There must be a coating on it or something. I'll just pile it on. And it's just for test. There's a little texture in there, that's okay. Yeah, that's weird. A plastic spoon is a plastic spoon, but apparently not. Yeah, look at it. It just weirdly piles up. It's like it's not adhering. It's fighting it or something. Maybe there's a coating on it. There you go. If I flood it real good, it'll be covered. That didn't help. Tried wiping the spoon off to see if there was something on it. It helped a little. But yeah, it helped a little. Yeah, these are just some spoon tests anyway, so they don't have to be perfect. want a general idea of what I'm getting into with my colors. And hopefully I have enough. I'd have another box. Oh, you know what? I think I do have another box of spoons. Maybe when I take a little 2 o'clock break, I'll go search. I think I just remember we have a whole pantry full of them. Picnic spoons. These are like shitty to go spoons. No cutlery. Not even sure that's going to dry, to be honest with you. These are already dry. Alright. Give those a second to dry. Oh, I need to touch this up too before I put my primer away. I forgot about the big tentacle. I need to get all this staged for shoot anyway. Alright. Tentacle. Exacto. Little support got broken off, but stayed stuck to the model. I primed it in place. Like a landlord painting over a cockroach. I have to go back to my desk light. Oh, I missed that whole row right there. Let's see if there's anywhere else. Oh, yeah, right there. Dig it. That's about as good as it's gonna get. No, I mean, clear coat is clear coat. I mean, you know, but anything clear will work, you know. I would definitely recommend like a satin or a matte as well. I mean, obviously there's some stuff you want to gloss varnish, but for the most part, for a portrait, I like to use a satin because I like it to reflect a little bit of light, you know. No, I'm gonna set this one down. There, it's dry enough. I like to, like I said, reflect a little bit of light on the face. That's just my personal preference. Some people, you know, do matte varnishes on faces. I just think the specular highlight, you know, you get a little bit more of a glint. You see a little bit more of the detail with a satin varnish. Now time for an airbrush cleaning. Always got to keep that airbrush clean. If not, you're not going to have a good time. Drops the airbrush cleaner. Let it soak for a second while I clean this needle. Oh, perfect timing. It's right about 2. I don't know what's going on with my little needle guard here. I'm collecting a lot of paint. Yes. Hi, you ready? Actually, I gotta log off for a couple minutes. Well, about an hour to be exact, and then I'll be back.